Good morning.
Good morning. I think you're the only one that's jumping on today, so we can go ahead and get started as soon as you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. We're going to start standing today. So just coming into a comfortable standing mountain pose. And just soften down through your knees. Let your spine be nice and long and stacked right on top of each other. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. And let the back of the neck be nice and long. And close your eyes. And just take a moment. Notice what's happening in your body today. Notice if there's anything that feels tight or pulling. And just send your breath there. And invite your body to maybe let go of what it can. Feel your feet even, the weight evenly distributed on your feet, on the floor, grounding you into the earth. Feel your legs supporting you. Feel the length of your spine all the way from the tailbone up through the back and the shoulders and up into the head and the crown of the head. And bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing where you feel your breath in your body. Notice if it's smooth, maybe a little choppy. And if you start to feel your breath more in your chest, try and bring it down into the abdomen. Pressing out through the sides, the abdomen on your inhales, and then on your exhales, relaxing back out. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then gently opening up the eyes with a soft gaze towards the floor. And as you inhale, begin to bring that right arm up and overhead. And as you exhale, nice and gently bring it back down. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhaling down. And feel that breath as you inhale come into your abdomen, up into your side, and maybe even up into your armpit. And then as you exhale, feel it releasing back down. The next time you come up, hold here and take some nice deep breaths. And really feel that breath opening up the ribs, opening up through the right side of the body. On your next exhale, gently bring that arm back down. And then coming into the left side, inhaling up with full deep breaths all the way to the belly, and then exhaling back down. Really feel that breath filling up your abdomen, up into your chest, up into the armpit. And the next time you come to the top, go ahead and hold. Breathe into the left side of your body. Feel the opening. And then on the exhale, coming back down. And let's bring in some shoulder rolls here. So bringing the shoulders up and back. Just noticing if you have any crinklies in that shoulder or any tension. We tend to hold a lot of tension here. And then pause and bring it to the front. And pause, and again to the back. Be nice and loosen those knees. And then bring those arms across and scissor the arms, just alternating which one goes on top. Be nice and loosen the knees here, maybe give it a little bounce. And just really swing it out and let those crinkles come out of your shoulders. And then bring your hands to your hips and step those feet a little bit wider apart and bring in some hip circles here, keeping those knees bent and nice and soft so that you have some room to move around here. Nice big hip circles. And then pause and go the opposite direction. And then coming back to the center, and we'll bring in some marches and just swing the opposite arm. Just swing them out nice and loose here. And then coming back to the center and coming to the long side of your mat with enough room in front of you so that if you reach down, you have space for your hands. Coming into your mountain pose, hands in prayer. Inhale the arms out and up overhead. As you exhale, sit your hips back behind your knees, tip from the waist, and bring your hands to the ground. As you inhale, slide the hands up to the knees, come up to a flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, and step back with that right foot into a lunge. Inhale the other foot back to meet it. Exhale, come down, knees, and then keeping the elbows close, chest and chin. As you inhale, arch up the back, lifting the chest, pressing the shoulder blades back. Curl the toes under, and as you exhale, press up into a downward dog. Inhale the right foot back up into a lunge. Exhale the left foot back up to meet it. Inhale those arms out and up. And exhale, coming down into prayer. And take a moment here and take a breath. Notice if you created any heat in your body. Notice if your heart's beating a little faster. Maybe your breathing is a little heavier. And then coming into the other side. So inhaling those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down, hips come back. Inhale, slide up to flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground, left foot comes back. Inhale the right foot back to meet it. Exhale down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift the shoulders and chest. Exhale, curl the toes under, press up into a down dog. Inhale the left foot front. Exhale the right foot up to meet it. Inhale the arms out and up. And exhale down into prayer. And breathe. And take a moment. And let your body settle in. And then inhale those arms out and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Drop your hips back behind your knees. And this time, just hold it here. Keep a slight bend in the knees. And just let your head drop down. Let your upper body fall out of your hips. Keeping the bend in the knees. And just let that back release. Let your neck release. Let the shoulders. Just let it fall wherever it falls. Breathing down into the belly. You can maybe give your head a little wiggle and
Work out any tension that might be there. Just trying to let it all go. If you feel tension still holding or gripping in your hips, just send the breath there and invite yourself to let it go. Then pressing the hands into the floor, step back one knee at a time into a tabletop position. On your next inhale, drop the belly down, lift the head and tailbone. On the exhale, arch up into cat, pressing the hands into the floor. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, arch up into cat. Really feel the full length of your spine here. Pressing up, releasing out, give it some space. And then the next time you come to the center, pause, inhale through center, and then as you exhale, swing those hips over towards the right side, and then drop your ear to your shoulder, creating a little C with your back. Inhale back to neutral in the center, and then exhale, dropping to the other side. So you're creating a little C with your back, but keeping that neck nice and long, reaching out with the crown of your head and gazing in between your hands to keep that neck nice and long. Get all the movements of the spine in here. And then coming back to center. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, drop your hips back towards your heels into child's pose. Inhale back up through center. And as you exhale, drop your hips down towards the ground. You may need to move your hands out a little bit farther here to give yourself some space. And squeeze your glutes and your legs together as you come down to protect your lower back. Inhale, release, and come up to center. Exhale, back to child. Inhale, up. Exhale, squeeze your sits bones together. Squeeze your glutes. Keeping the neck nice and long. Inhale up through center and exhale down. And really try and pair your movement with your breath here. And give yourself the opportunity with those nice full breaths to really feel the full length of your spine and what's happening in your body. And the next time you come down, go ahead and hold here. Squeeze your glutes. And you'll feel those legs kind of roll in towards each other. Press the shoulders down and back and see if you can press your chest forward to maybe get a little bit deeper of a back bend here. And if that hurts your back, then back off a little bit. Only do what your body says it can do. This helps to strengthen the back and bring a little more awareness. Making sure you keep that your glutes to protect your lower back. And then on your next inhale, come up to center. And as you exhale, drop those hips down. Bring your head down to the floor and just relax here. You can stack your fists or stack your palms if your head doesn't come all the way to the floor. Or if you have a block, you can always set it on the block to relax here. But just let that lower back release down towards the ground. Let any tension just fall out of it. Breathe deep into your belly Feel your belly pressing into your thighs. And then roll yourself up to a seated position. Sit your hips off to one side and then swing those legs around in front of you. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself down onto your back. Bring your arms out into a T position. Set your feet down on the ground with bent knees. Pick up your hips and just shift them a little bit over to the left side, maybe an inch or two, not very far. And then hug those knees into your chest and drop them to the right. And just breathe into the twist here. If it feels okay on your neck, you can look back out over that left arm. If that puts too much pressure on your neck, then just look at the ceiling. And breathe into your spine. Feel the lengthening and the space you're creating there. And then inhale those knees back up to your chest. Set the feet down and shift your hips over towards the right side. Hug the knees into your chest and then drop to the left. And again, if it feels okay, you can look out over that right arm. And as you breathe, just breathe into the space in your spine. Let it lengthen. And then hug those knees back into your chest. Set your feet down and adjust your hips back to the center. And bring your right knee into your chest, flexed foot, and then press your left foot all the way down, also with the flexed foot, activating through the legs. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. And breathe in and out through your nose, bringing your breath down into your abdomen. And feel the abdomen pressing into that leg. And then reaching across with the left arm on the right knee. Just bring it across the midline, just a couple inches. You may want to move it around up and down here and try and feel where it feels the best. We're trying to stretch out this piriformis muscle right back here. And breathe into it. And then bring that knee back in and set your right foot down on the floor and then bring in the left knee. Both feet flexed, keeping the knees active. And then reaching that right arm across onto your left knee and pulling the knee across, stretching out that piriformis. Flexing the feet, keeping the legs active. And then hug that knee back in, stretch that foot out, and just give those legs a little shake. Just rolling the feet back and forth to shake out the legs. And then just let them fall wherever they fall. Bring those shoulder blades down your back and let your arms come out to your sides and give a little room for your armpits to breathe. And close your eyes. And just notice how you feel. Notice if you feel any differently now than you did at the beginning of class. Check in with your breath. Notice if it feels any differently than it did at the beginning. Just take a moment to notice all the sensations in your body. As you inhale, breathe in nourishment, positivity. And as you exhale, let go of any tension, stress, negative thoughts or feelings. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, you can roll over onto one side in the fetal position. And thank yourself for your practice today. Om Shanti, peace. May there be peace in our hearts. May there be peace in our minds. May there be peace in our bodies. And may there be peace in the words that we speak. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. But in case there's another class, I'm going to have to sign off here so they don't cut me off.
Thank you.
I don't like having a short Shavasana. I like having a nice long one.
That's the best part.
I know, right? But when you're only doing a half an hour class, it's hard to.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See you soon.
Okay, have a good
Bye.
one.
You too.
Bye.